This is part 3 of 7. We're going to go over the sin of greed. The sin of greed can manifest as a distress symptom of hoarding, misery, a lack of emotion, even a dissociative disorder, showing off of accomplishments and possessions. But it really is a taking and keeping of one's things. You see all these hoarding programs. That's really a form of greed. Greed doesn't just have to do with monetary goods. The idolatry or the worship of the sin of greed manifests in possessions and security. So the fake God, the false God, is of possessions and this false sense of security. The root woundedness of greed is mistrust. It is fear. It is a fear and a mistrust of others, or that God is someone who would care for you. It can manifest through mother wounds because in our developmental ages, it is the mother that during those formative years gives us that sense of security in which we can feel safe. So if there are mother wounds in your life, if there were neglectful, abusive things going on with your relationship with your mother or mother figure in your life, it can actually manifest itself in greed, which is, of course, this idolatry of possessions. The identity lie that the person believes, this is a belief that they agree with, that allows the enemy to get a foothold, is if I trust, I will get hurt. People will hurt me. Possessions are safe. I could die if I step out in trust. Die meaning maybe not right away, but eventually I will, because I will lose everything. I need to be in control of how I do things because only I can count on myself to take care of myself. Why? Because the inner vow is, and this will actually be something somebody would actually say to themselves, I cannot trust anyone. And they'll say that to themselves over and over. What you would need to do is say, in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, who came in the flesh, I renounce the lie that I cannot trust anyone. The distress symptom, again, hoarding, misery, lack of emotion, and dissociative orders can develop. And the opposite virtue is generosity. Of course, Jesus freed his fear of violence, death, rejection, abandonment. Of course, he went through all of those. So liberality and generosity are the opposite virtue.